Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Please, if you are new, hit that like button, subscribe and share if you are new. I don't know whether you can see me. I seem to be having problems with my camera as usual. So, guys, if you can't see me, just put it in the chat because it looks like it's doing the same thing as last time. But what I'm going to do, whilst I'm mucking about with my camera, I'm going to leave the studio. I'm going to just bring in Kofi Slot and Mr. JP in there to see if they are showing up on there. Yeah, the same problem we're having. I'm saying, can you hear me though? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
you can hear you fine.
Okay, so listen. Just whilst you're looking at a blank screen, apologies for this. This is doing the same thing as last time. Big up to everybody in the chat. Please, if you're new, smash the like button, subscribe and share. If you are new, I might have to pop back in and pop back out. But whilst we're doing that, let's just quickly go around the room. Kofi Slot, how are we doing?
Yeah, doing well, man. I mean, I've had a decorative week so far. Still a lot more to do, but as I said, it's been good. So far.
Cool. If you are just coming in, you're probably looking at a blank screen. I'm having problems with my camera, so apologies for that. I will come back out and come back in and hopefully get it sorted. Mr. JP, what you saying, bruv?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. All of a sudden, everything I drink tastes a bit sweeter, so I'm feeling good at the moment.
Yeah, you've got a nice smile on your face. I noticed that. You know what I mean? A little upsurge in Man United's fortune. The red side of Man United doing bits, whereas Man City dropping off a little bit. But listen, we will wait and see whether you can continue this run. But look, as well, listen, if you've probably noticed that Big D's not on tonight. He's not be able to make the shows. There's some stuff that he's dealing with, personal stuff that's going on at the moment. So just have him in your prayers. And the family that is sort of supporting at the moment. So just big up to Big D. He's always there. I appreciate that. Not too sure whether Ez is going to be making it on. He's running late from work. Chilly. He's probably still out in the cornfields, cotton fields, doing his thing. He may join us tonight. But listen, thankful to have Kofi Slot and Mr. JP representing Man United and Kofi Slot obviously representing Liverpool. So guys, just on the menu, just on tonight's menu, as you know, we want to chat about the weekend that's gone, and let me just find it here. What's going on here? Let me find it here. Apologies for this. Yeah, so listen, obviously we're going to look at the Premier Review ratings, player ratings, and listen, 4 Prem losses in a row. Is Slot really it? Is Slot really hit? Ref watch, if there's any controversial issues over the weekend, I'm sure we will pick up on that. If we do need to do that, we will pick up on that. 3 straight wins, the red half of Manchester looking to push on, but will they? And 4th, Arsenal stay top. Is it too early to dream, or will it end in another nightmare? And lastly, the What's Going On prediction results, Game 9, and the What's Going On Fantasy Prem shout out, which I will be doing both of them this week. It's normally Big D that will do it. Right, I will be doing it. But whilst I am mucking about with my camera, I'm just going to ask JP to sort of start off with things. So, JP, if we let's talk about Man United. Let's talk about Man United. You've got 3 straight wins under Amrim. You couldn't buy 2 wins in a row. You did that against Liverpool last week. Now, 3 straight wins. The team seems to be playing a lot for Ruben Amorim. Is it something that he's going to be able to continue, or is it just going to be another false dawn? So whilst you tackle that question with Kofi and the chat, I will endeavour to get myself on camera if I'm not on it already. So guys, take it away. I'm just going to mute myself. All right then.
No problem. You sort yourself out. It's an interesting sort of question in the sense of, can he keep it up? I don't know how you feel. I don't know how you feel about it, Kofi. I mean, I think you talk to any Manchester United fan at this stage that I talk to, it's more hope than an expectation. I don't think we're at, after 3 wins, I don't think we can say he's cracked it. You know what I mean? He knows exactly what he looks better. I think those fine margins where we were losing some games, is turning for us, which is a good thing. I think one of the positive things I'm seeing is in these 3 wins that we've had, we've actually played the game in slightly different ways.
Yeah.
So so it wasn't exact. So, for example, your manager called it all direct.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a little bit harsh, to be fair. There was direct moments in the game for sure. But yet the game against Brighton was a little bit different as well. So that's good to see. That's a positive thing, because that was my biggest fear was with him, was that it was just one dimensional. It was just one way of doing everything. And it wasn't working, and we were still trying it.
Yeah.
As a fan, that is so frustrating to keep doing the same thing. And what do people say? A sign of insanity, right?
But do you think with the personnel that he has enough to say he can switch it different ways?
But you know what the funny thing is, right? When it was bad, and you looked at the team was almost set up really well for like a 4-3-3 or that sort of formation. That we often played a lot under, like your Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or something like that. Because you had the guys you could play in the back four.
Yeah,
you had Casemiro, Ugarte, Mainu, and you could put Bruno. However you wanted to play those 3,
of course.
And then you just bought Mbumo, Cunha, Sesko. You could push you could push Fernandez up there. So I think we had the players, and we were not winning games. I'm like, well, why doesn't he try this? So Norman, we could see you, by the way, just so you know. I can't see you now, but we could see you before.
But I mean, it definitely seems that something positive is now starting to come to form, but obviously it's 3 games.
Yes, so, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're so right, Kobe. And the thing is, as well as I do, as football fans, confidence is an amazing thing.
It's massive.
Right? Like when a team and players have confidence, and it's only so that you can have confidence in your manager.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't equate to winning, after a while that confidence turns into a little bit of questions and doubt, right? Exactly. So it's important for the manager that he starts to win games so that he can just keep, because the players, even when we are bad and losing game, I never thought they quit on him.
Yeah, of course.
The only game where they looked really bad was that first half or whatever it was against Brentford. I mean, they were awful in that game. Not Brentford, sorry, Grimsby.
Yeah.
Awful in that game. But you never thought that they quit. But I mean, I came on here a number of weeks ago, and I was saying, listen, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Right. I was just done with the losing. We can see you in Norms, by the way. I was done with the losing, and the thing with any fan, right? I don't want to be proven right.
Yeah.
I just want my team to win.
That's
so
it.
If it means I'll track back and say, listen, I was wrong, and he turns out to be the best thing since Ferguson. I'll be praising him.
Yeah.
But it's too early for me to say that now after 3 wins, right?
But Jay, do you know what I saw in the Liverpool United game? I saw that rivalry return again.
Yeah.
It was like the passion from United to actually come at Liverpool and actually make something of the game and not be bogged down by Liverpool dominating, then we scoring so many and things like that. It was just refreshing to see, even though for me I was so pissed off and angry that we lost the game because it's our bitter rivals. But
of course.
I wanted that bitter rivalry back.
You know? Now that makes sense, because I think I'm wondering if the team, because last year when we were really bad, we went to Anfield and competed.
Yeah, exactly.
and we actually should have potentially, we could have snatched the win. With that Maguire chance late on. So I don't know whether that gave them a little bit of confidence that actually when we were really bad, we still went there. Because the thing is, the team has always had this where they will play a game, and it'll be against one of the big sides, and we win that game or we play well in that game, and everyone says, has the United's fortunes turned? Have we turned that corner? And then we go back and we play a Brighton and a Sunderland and a whatever, and we're going to lose the game. So to go, 3 wins on the bounce. Listen, I almost feel like, what's that brother's name? He might be getting a haircut soon. The Man United fan who said 5 games.
Oh,
5 games
Saeed? Is it Saeid?
No. There's a United fan who's grown an afro for over a year now, because he said he's not cutting his hair until United win 5 games in a row.
Wow.
And since this has gone on for over a year.
Yeah.
He's got some massive afro thing going on.
Who's that?
He's not a big name fan. He almost became more of a household name because of this.
Okay, all right.
I can't remember his name now, though. But hopefully the guy will be able to get a haircut soon.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got Nottingham Forest on Saturday, and do you know what? Again, we need to beat this team because our last few results against Forest have not been good.
But then again, Jay, that's opportunity because they're not playing well.
You're right. Yeah. But they got a new manager. That new manager bounce is never a great thing.
Yeah.
So they've got the new manager. Then we got Spurs. We owe Spurs one. I mean, Spurs. It's almost embarrassing when these words are going to come out my mouth that Spurs beat us 4 times last year.
Wow.
Spurs that finished 17th
4 times,
beat us 4 times last year, and one of them was obviously that European final where,
of course,
we just basically gave them the cup.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm hoping that this isn't a flash in the pan. I'm seeing positive signs because I'm seeing the way we're playing is actually adapting, and we're changing form. There's some good analysis that was done a bit on Match of the Day on Saturday. That was really good. It just showed how United at points were in a back 4.
Yeah,
because they had Luke Shaw stepping into midfield supporting Casemiro and Bruno. And then you see moments where Sesko's dropping in or Cunha's dropping in and stuff like that, offering that support to the midfield that we're not overrunning and stuff. So it's really good actually.
But can you see United at this stage building and getting to Christmas still in top 5, top 4, top 5 around that area?
There's a couple of things there, right, that I see. One of them is, I think, how these next few games go, I think will be important for that because momentum is everything. And I think if we can build some momentum and so get even more confidence, I think if we win our next 2 games, oh my gosh, I'll be talking about challenging Arsenal for the title.
Hold the horses, but calm down. Calm down.
No, but I'll be, because all of a sudden now you got a little bit of momentum, and you could really start talking about a push for European Cup, European spot. Sorry, and I think you'll get a good backing in January potentially if we are in that sort of position. And also the other part is I think our squad depth isn't great.
Yeah,
and we're going to lose a few players for the African Cup of Nations.
Oh yeah, of course.
At the end of the year, so I think that's going to be an interesting one about how we respond to that. Because obviously, our best player of the season has been Mbeumo, and he's going. He seems to start a really good relationship at the moment with Ahmed, and he's going.
Yeah. Wow.
Maswawi's not really played that much this year, but he's obviously going. So, and he potentially would be a backup for Ahmed. So it'd be interesting to see how we respond, because you can see, I think one of the things in that Brighton game, I mean, we dominated that Brighton game.
Oh yeah, of course.
Up until those substitutions that he put on, we should have been more than 3-0 up in that game. But I think the substitutions actually ruined us a bit.
It did. I saw like the momentum shifted.
He did, didn't it?
Yeah.
And so that's what worries me a little bit about is our squad depth. And I get why he took Casemiro off, because he just got a yellow, and Casemiro does have a tendency to get a second yellow, sometimes justified or not justified, whenever you argue that point.
Of course.
So I think he was protecting him and the team in that respect, but it just completely unbalanced, especially the middle of the park at that point. But again, what I really enjoyed was the way when it was 3-2. I guarantee that if this was last year, 3-2, we would have either drawn that game, or even potentially lost that game.
Lost it. That's it. Yeah.
So to come in and the team still confident, pushing forward, that pass from Aiden Heaven to Mbeumo was a lovely ball, but the bit of football in there that was magic was from Bruno, and he didn't even touch the ball.
That's the thing.
Did you see what, like, they show Bruno looking, so he knows where Bruno is, and that dummy was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Like that. Him and Bruno and Bruno are starting to build some sort of telepathic understanding between each other, because
that's right.
Like Bruno would be pinging balls to Mbeumo, and it's landing directly on his foot. Run at defenses, how he does usually, and then there's trouble coming.
He's got a brilliant first touch as well, Mbeumo.
Yeah,
his first touch is phenomenal.
Do you think? Sorry, just going back to, because obviously I'm back in. Sorry, guys, to the chat. Apologies, and please, guys, do me a favor: smash that like button, subscribe, and share if you're new on the road to 1K. Let's get there before the end of the season. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Jay, thanks for sort of running show. Get your own channel, brother. But no, I mean, listen, look, 3 spins, wins on the road. And look, I'm liking the link up between Mbeumo and Cunha. And when Cunha, he's going to be one of those cult heroes for Man United. I don't think he'll be a legend, but he'll probably be one of those cult heroes.
I think you're right. Right.
Because I think just the way he plays and he gets you off your seat, and he will take it. I mean, that goal he scored from outside the box, curled it around. Brilliant. And Mbeumo had a fantastic game. Look, it got a little bit shaky, towards the end. You're thinking your 3 goals up comfortably. It's only Man United can let a 3-goal lead, drop. You know what I'm going to say. But I was thinking...
Sorry, Lord, but this is what I was just saying to Kofi, that actually the pleasing part to me was Manchester United last year would draw that game or lose that game from a 3-goal advantage. But you see the team almost composing themselves a little bit and still pushing forward, trying to score another goal. And then, the play for the 4th goal was beautiful football. So, football's fine margins, right? And it's turning for us in the last 3 games, some of these fine margins where, earlier in the season, things weren't going our way.
No, absolutely. I mean, I heard you earlier on saying that you was calling for his head.
You heard me. I backed this manager to the hilt, remember? And then after a while, it got to me that we didn't win football games. And to me, every manager, you're managing Man United as well, right? So I don't even want to get into Man United being this club, big club, whatever. You're managing Man United. You've got to win football games. Like, and not that whole thing of it's been so bad. We've never had back-to-back wins with you. I mean, it was getting embarrassing. Records were tumbling. All the wrong records were tumbling. I hate this formation anyway. Right? I still don't like it. But when you win games, like I say this all the time. Like, winning is a deodorant, isn't it? It masks all the smells and all the sweats and everything. When you're winning, you kind of can forget about stuff. So he's winning at the moment. So, and I'm winning. Listen, I really hope everything I said about him was wrong.
Listen, you want to be proved wrong, just like I want to be proved wrong about Arteta. I still want the guy out, but if he proves me wrong, listen, he wins a title, he wins 2 trophies or something like that, because we've got a big enough squad to do that, then we're both winners. Because either way, as I was on Shane's show, we will say this: if he doesn't win a title, then he goes, well, I'm a winner, because I want him gone. And if he does win a title, if he does win a title, they're all winners. Yeah, I ain't gonna. No top good is gonna be pointing at me going, I told you, apologize.
Yeah, but people will do that.
I know people are gonna do that for the last 6 years. For the last 6 years, yeah, you're telling me, yeah, all those times where you failed, and you're saying, how did you prove yourself? This journey that you're on and coming, and we'll come on to Arsenal in a bit, but I'm just saying, just in reference to what you're saying about Ruben Amorim, because the thing is, it's still early. I think it's still early days. He's been at the club now nearly 18 months or so. And I think
it's not even a year yet.
Oh no, okay. It just seems
it
does feel like a long time.
It does. I think it's a year at the end. I think it's basically a year now because it's a year at the end of this month.
Yeah. You're right.
Basically,
yeah. You're right. But yeah, I mean, look, I just say you just don't know what's around the corner, and I think you said earlier on as well with regards to the size of your squad as well. You know, a couple of injuries. And then it's almost like, are you back to square one kind of thing? Do you know what I mean?
That's the concerning part. I think is the squad looks good. I mean, the stats that I'm hearing about from Casemiro that's been coming out all this week has been unbelievable. Basically, I think it was since August or something. When Casemiro plays, we've conceded 3 goals.
Wow. To be honest, I thought Casemiro. Not to say that he was finished as a footballer, but I thought
at top level,
top level, and to still see him playing, you know, he gets the goal awarded to him, you know, deflection, massive deflection. But they awarded it to him. And listen, Aaron Maguire wasn't even the side. I mean, Aaron Maguire's Aaron Beckenbauer. You know what I mean? The man's still there, and you know, he's doing what he's doing for thing. I think there was a talk about giving him another contract, but I think at a much lower wage.
Yeah,
I'm assuming. Do you think he will take that? Do you think he's gonna?
I think the more he feels like he's stuck. I mean, listen, I heard Harry Maguire talking right at the guy makes me laugh. I don't want him to get a new contract. I'll be straight up.
Right.
But I think I was having a conversation with a few of my Man United friends after the Liverpool game, and they were like, "Give him a contract, give him a contract." To me, it was a bit prisoner of the moment. Like, I've seen enough of Harry Maguire. He's had good games like that in the past, but overall, I think what he offers, we can get from another player or blood in a younger player or something like that. We need to move on. Essentially, for me, I've seen it. Willie side, I don't know. I think he wants. I think he's going to want a bit of cash because his stock is rising slightly because of these performances. I mean, he spoke at the end of the Liverpool game, right? And he said, all week I was watching clips of winners from Juan Mata and Rio Ferdinand and all these guys that have scored winners at Anfield or whatever it is. And he's like, well, now people will be playing my clips. Right? Basically. I think this guy cracks it up, you know.
It's the modern footballer, man. It's the modern footballer.
It is, but he really wants to be like a club legend, like he's gonna go down in the Vidic and the Rio camp, and he never
can't even tie their laces, man. Much more. Do you know what I mean?
I take my hat off to him in the sense that he has. Listen, there was one point he was dead at the club. He was dead. He was down and out. He was gone. They tried to fob him off to West Ham, and he was gone. And he's fought for his place, and he's come in and he's done
professional.
Well.
He's been very professional. I'll take my hat. Very professional. For the amount of abuse that guy gets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For me, very, very, very professional indeed. Very professional indeed. Right. Look, as I say, it looks like there is a small turn in your fortunes with Man United. I mean, you know, as I said, even Amron said he put the football that he played against Brighton, he felt was better than the football against Liverpool. Now they're going to say that anyway. He's like saying, well, Liverpool is a hard place to go to, blah blah blah. But Brighton gave us a tougher test. Well, to be honest, I think Liverpool is giving everybody an easy right at the moment. You know? So we will come on to that. But just before we actually get onto the meaty bit and stuff like that, now I've started a comment that Calvin has brought up in the chat, and I'm going to go back to it because there seems to be this trend about set pieces on the long throw and all of this business and that. So we'll touch on that just quickly, but just want to touch on some of the other Premier League games. West Ham played Friday night Friday night. They are going through hell right now. You know, losing away to Leeds 2-1. Nuno just can't catch a break at the moment. I think now it's 3 games on the bounce, now 3-4 games on the bounce. And I thought, to be honest, I said it on one of the shows that I thought that Nuno would get these guys out of trouble, but at the moment, it's looking peak for them right now. I know they've had, you know, the fans going and protest and stuff like that. But it's the owners, you know, it's the owners. And I was saying, my brother-in-law is a big West Ham supporter, and my nephew. And listen, the only time they beat us, my nephew, I don't hear from him for donkey's years, and then he phones me. I still can't hear from him. You know, it's like watching tumbleweed. You know what I mean? Wait for him to contact me, and that's my wife walking in through the live. As she does, you know. Thank you very much. But she don't care anyway. She's a Liverpool supporter. She's down in the dumps right now. So it's what
tell her I said, ha ha ha.
Thank you.
JP said, ha 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 ha. Right, that's right. So there you go. What does Calvin Robb just said? Respect to Harry Maguire taking all the criticism on the chin. Totally. On that very, very, very big chin with a very big head. Yeah, he's taking that. West Ham and Wolves probably going down. Sunderland probably not at present. Listen, Sunderland right now, whoa. Listen, we playing them in a couple of weeks' time. Tough place to go. Look, they beat Spurs. I think they beat Spurs, wasn't it? They beat Spurs, didn't they? 2-1. Yeah, another week.
Or something like that.
I'm sure they did. They beat. And so,
I think we played them.
You beat them.
We beat them on the start of our run.
Yeah. But listen, they're doing well right now. I think they're sitting third. Is it third in the league? Is it third?
Yeah.
No, fourth. Sorry, fourth. Tottenham are sitting third. Yeah.
So they're sitting fourth. Tottenham third.
Yeah, Tottenham are third, mate. Because they went away and beat Everton, didn't they? Again, another set piece. Van der Vaart, two set pieces against, and that's the first time Everton have been conceded set piece goals. They were the only team in the league to not conceded set piece goals. And then on Sunday, I think it was when they played. Yeah, Tottenham went away and put 2-3 past them to make.
Is David Moyes still there?
Yeah. David Moyes. Yeah, David Moyes is the captain. And then Calvin Roberts just saying hi, Jancy. Just Calvin Roberts saying hi, and Noah Norm Chelsea. That's what Calvin. But look, yeah. So they're right up there. But just going back to the game. So West Ham at the moment are looking in big trouble. Can Nuno save them? Well, I might guess. I mean, they lose Jared Bowen. I mean, he's their captain, and he says there's no excuse for this. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's tough at the moment for West Ham, but as it currently stands, they could be heading down. Burnley, I think, have just got themselves out of the beat. That's why Sunderland beat Chelsea this weekend, 2-1. Chelsea took the lead, and Sunderland just kept playing, and they ended up beating Chelsea at the bridge 2-1. You know what I mean? So Ez is not here to defend. It was
another late goal. Chelsea can see
another late goal. Yeah, big up, Gavin. What you say, man? Big up to you, bro.
Yes,
big up to you. Yeah. So that game, and in that game, just looking at it, Garnacho, your ex-player, scores the first goal. Yeah, but it was a late goal. I mean, Wilson Isidore, in the 22nd minute. My guy Garnacho scored in the 4th minute. Wilson in the 22nd in the first half. And then in the 93rd minute, Chesmendy Talbi in the 93rd minute injury time wins it for Sunderland.
It was a good goal as well.
Yeah.
It was a good goal.
Well, so Sunderland, I'm listening. They're not going to stay out in top 4, but if they carry on playing the way they're playing, don't wait to Chelsea. This is a way to Chelsea. Yeah, this is a newly promoted team. And listen, they've got Granit Xhaka in there. You know what I mean? Yes, Norman, we sorted Everton. Come on to you, Spurs, but we still wish Spurs and Grealish and Eze. You know what I mean? They wish you had him, but unfortunately, you ain't got him. Then we move on to Newcastle, Fulham. Fulham going through a bit of a drought at the moment. You know what I mean? Losing. I think now this is like the 3rd game now, so in a row.
But that was another late goal as well, though, wasn't
it? Yeah. Newcastle winning that. Yeah, Newcastle winning that. 90th minute, Bruno Gomes getting the goal in the 90th minute. So yeah,
like 96th minute or something. That was really late, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at here. It says 90th minute. So it was the 90th minute. It shows it on here. I might be wrong, but it said it shows it as the 90th minute.
I'll have a look because I'm pretty sure I remember watching it on Match of the Day, and it was really late. Yeah, it says 90. So maybe, yeah. 90 as well.
90th minute. You know what I mean? So Fulham, I mean, look, Fulham's form at the moment, because we beat them last week, going there. It's hard fought game, but we 1-0, as I say, 1-0 to the Arsenal. Fulham, they're currently sitting 17th with a -5 goal difference with 8 points to their name, and they are on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. I mean, in the last so they lost since September 28th of September. They lost to Aston Villa, they lose to Bournemouth, they lose to us 1-0, and they've just lost 2 things. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 games in a row. So they're on a bit of a bad losing streak at the moment. Yeah, they're on a bit of a bad losing streak.
I mean, they what, 3 points off safety? Looking at the table now.
Yeah.
Their goal difference will help them because they're on -5.
I mean, look, I think Silva will get them through eventually, but you know what I mean. You just don't know with this league at the moment.
Well, that goal difference is like a point.
Yeah.
Because it's so much better than the other guys.
Yeah,
goal difference. You got Forest and Wolves are -12, and West Ham's on -13.
Yeah. And obviously we've covered the Man United game. You beating Brighton 4-2. I thought that might have been a tricky game, but to be honest, the way you guys came out the block, finished them 3-0, and then So listen, you've done the business. Let's just quickly move on before we hit the meat. Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. Again, it doesn't matter who they get in. Sean Dyche now is in as their manager. Bournemouth are just doing the business right now. Bournemouth are doing the business, winning that game 2-0. Winning that game 2-0. And it's looking peak right now for Nottingham Forest, looking absolutely peak. And then we go to the Aston Villa game where Aston Villa beat Man City 1-0. And you know that was crazy. I'm just looking at the stats there. Obviously, Man City had the possession of 53%. On target, they had 4 shots on target. I think there was a goal disallowed. Erling Haaland had a goal disallowed, but it was I think it was who scored the goal for them. I think it was
Matty Cash.
Yeah, I think it was Matty Cash that scored a great goal as well. I think Pep was saying that there was a foul. Yeah, it was quite early. I think Pep was saying there was a foul involved in there, but I was watching Ref Watch and they were saying that I can't remember if the ball was going out and they didn't deem it as a foul or whatnot, but goal got given. They looked back on it, but there was no, nothing involved there. And then we go to Wolverhampton v Burnley. Burnley go away to Wolverhampton, but Wolverhampton rock bottom at the moment. They just can't buy a win. They just can't buy a win. They did bring it back to 2-2, but Burnley win it. Burnley went up 2-0, but Burnley come back, bring it back to win the game 3-2. And again, another late goal in the 95th minute of injury time to make it 3-2. And then I think Wolves had a penalty, and then they equalised to make it 2-2. I'm just looking at, and then even at the table, they're sitting, as you say, they're sitting rock bottom on a -12 goal difference. With only 2 points. With only 2 points. That's my mate who lives in he's a Wolves fan, lives in Holland. He must be like smacked like his house right now.
Trouble.
They're in very, very big trouble. And then Everton losing at home. I thought this was going to be a tricky game for Spurs, but they go there, 2 set pieces. Looked like no problem. You know what I mean? I thought Jack Grealish being their talisman would have caused a bit of problems. I think there was a goal ruled out to make it 1-1. There was a goal ruled out. They ruled that out. And then, again, we went to Ref Box was looking at it. I can't remember exactly what they said on it, but they didn't deem it as a foul. But Everton Tottenham goal. Well, I mean, they lose to Sunderland. They're very inconsistent. As I say, they're very inconsistent. But listen.
But they're up there, right?
Yeah. For a team that finished 17th last season, obviously they won a cup as well. but now they're up there now and sitting in third place. Who would have thought? Who have 2 goals from Mickey van der Ven from set pieces, corners, and I'm just going about the set piece. That this trend, and Calvin brought up this week. Goes, yo, no, JP Kofi, Arteta, and other so-called top 6 clubs are all resorting to long ball football, reminiscent of Big Sam Pulis and Dyche ball. Now, this seems to be the phenomenon now that, set piece is evolving. How can you say it's always been there? They're saying if Tony Pulis and Stoke were there now, they would be thriving in this league. They'll probably win the league because they were so good at it. They're calling Arteta Pulis. That's what they're calling him now. That's what they're calling Arteta Pulis.
Yeah, but why did he win the league then with it?
Exactly, but I mean, is it evolving? This they're saying that Man City, certain teams like Man City, like possession-based football, are going to get left behind because all the other teams are adopting. So there was one time where all the teams were following what Pep was doing, but couldn't do it as good as him. Now everybody's following what Arsenal are doing, but can't do it as good. And listen, Gabriel, for us, if you look at they're just quickly just going on to do that set piece. Because we're ranked 17 when it comes to open play goals with 5. This is from a Liverpool, a salty Liverpool player after watching us beat Fulham 1-0. He goes, but we got the most on set pieces. So that was what he was saying. And then here, Sky Sports, let's just move this so we can see it. Sky Sports. Goals breakdown. Just the set pieces, we rank first with 9, penalties 2, first, open play 17th with 5 goals, 56% from set pieces. Now, this thing about this phenomenon about set pieces in the Premier League, I think they were talking about it and they're saying these are the percentage. So it goes 19% of all English top flight goals this season have come from via corners, 45 out of 241, the highest proportion ever in the Premier League campaign. Arsenal were the masters of this art. Gabriel was so effective. In fact, Jamie Carragher has called him the most influential player in the Premier League as it stands. Look, that's what we're doing at the moment. That's what we're doing. We are scoring from set pieces, and it's kept us where we are, top of the league. And we, as I said, we played, what's the name, on, was it Sunday we played? Was it Sunday? Yeah, 2:00 kickoff. We played Crystal Palace at home. And I thought Mateta would be probably the biggest threat. Listen, we got the goal from Eze. Who would have thought Eze scoring against his own club?
That goal.
Taken goal,
No, but did he hit it clean?
It wasn't as clean as it should have been hit, but it was definitely had power.
I just couldn't work out if it was clean. I couldn't work out if it hit. I couldn't work it out.
I mean, whether it's clean or not, it went in. That's
no doubt. But you know, as an Arsenal fan, obviously it's great to win games and score goals, all that sort of stuff. Does the set piece thing worry you?
It's not for me. It's not sustainable because if you lose the likes, listen, at the moment, if you lose the likes of Declan Rice, if you lose the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes, those are our key components. These are key players that do it. But it should be part of our weaponry. But the fact that we've only scored 5 goals in open play, we need to find another way because I don't think we can. People are saying that we could possibly be. Listen, our defensive record is just ridiculous. 5 shots conceded. 5 shots conceded in total, right? And we've only conceded 3 goals this season. Now, in terms of the set piece, at the moment, people just can't handle us at the moment. And we went for a period of that last season where set piece FC or all of that. I don't feel it's sustainable because last year when it dried up, we ended up drawing a lot of games or dropping points, right? So. Listen, yes, we're sitting top of the league at the moment. City 6 points behind us. Those are our key, and Liverpool 7 points behind us. Those are our key, challengers in terms of, challenging for the league. Now they will find some sort of form. I don't think Liverpool can be that bad, and we will get onto Liverpool, but I don't think that they can be that bad. But then we had a conversation, me and Kofi, and Kofi was looking at their next lot of fixtures, and it could be peak for them, but we will see. When we get to that, but for me, it's a weapon. it's good that we've got that weapon, but we need to be scoring more goals from open play. Victor Gokres needs to do a lot more. You know, I mean, you know, my guy wants my man to be running up and down, create space for him. We bought him for one thing. And said, big up AFC, man. What you saying, man? Big up to you. We bought him for one thing only, and that's to score goals. Yeah, as simple as that. Not to be creating spaces for other. You have to score goals. He has to. You can see clunky player. He's not technically gifted.
I agree.
You can see. You can see. But if he needs to, you know, we need to be getting balls to his feet. You know, sometimes he makes the run wrong. He goes too early. And you're thinking, come on. So,
but Haaland has shown you. Haaland has shown us, though. Sorry, no, but Haaland has shown us, hasn't he? Like all the slick, great first touch and slick football. You know, if you put the ball in the back of the net, no one cares.
Yeah.
Right. And if this guy Gyökeres can turn around and he can give you a great goal return, no one will care. But at the moment, it's quite glaring.
It's glaring. It's concerning. And I mean, look.
But then the thing is, I think he's just trying too hard to impress.
I think there's a level of that. I think when I say impress, I think it's not more about impressing. I think it's getting to him. I mean, listen, he got those 2 goals. You know, was it in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid? So you're thinking that will give him a bit of confidence. I think he's the sort of player. The way it is a lot of games where, you know, Kai Havertz was missing those big chances, but we're not creating enough big chances. That's the problem, right? Arsenal are not creating enough big chances for Gyökeres to get on the end of it. But at the same time, he's going to have to learn to create his own chances as well.
I agree. There's that as well.
You know what I mean? Because there was a point in that game against Crystal Palace where Trossard made a run, and he just stopped. He didn't run. There was no one there. Yeah. He crossed the ball, and I think Saka tried to get on the end of it. You know, but it was too late. Gyökeres just stopped at the edge of the 18-yard box. I'm thinking, you've got to move. You're forward. So I don't know. It's going to take a bit of time for him to adapt, and I get all of that. You know, it's going to take a bit of time for him to adapt. But people are saying he's a bit of a dud. But
I don't think he's a dud. I don't think he's a dud. I just think like there's nothing about him that's pleasing on the eye.
No.
And if he doesn't score goals, you're almost like, well, what's he contributing?
Yeah.
He's that type of guy.
Yeah,
but you know, so you really need to score some goals. You need to help him a little bit by creating a bit more chances for him, and maybe that will get his confidence up. Because you remember back in the day, we've all seen our teams, and we've all had really good like strikers at periods in our football clubs.
That's right.
And you can remember games that were tight. I remember playing Arsenal in those tight defensive battles.
Yeah.
And one game sticks out where I can just remember Henry just decided he was going to create his own bit of magic.
Yeah.
And score the winning goal.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes sometimes. Yeah. That big guy, that big striker, just to do that thing that nobody else on the pitch can do in one moment. He could have done nothing for the rest of the game. Nothing.
Yeah. And that's what I think. And I think that's what we need. Listen, he will run all day. He will run all day, yeah. But the problem is if you run all day, at some point you're going to get fatigue. Fatigue leads to injuries, and then, do you know what I mean? We're then lost, you know, another kind of keyish player. You know what I mean?
Saying that, right? I was listening to Berbatov. Berbatov was on Rio Ferdinand's podcast right today or yesterday, and he was saying basically something similar. He said, "Look, people used to get on at me about not running back and all that stuff, right? But you know, I did things to make sure that I was at my best. So that I wanted to make sure that I was at my peak fitness, peak physique during that game, so that I wasn't mentally fatigued because I'm running up and down, and that's not my game. So I wanted to make sure when that ball came into me, I could lay it off for someone and go in, running behind and spin off.
He was always ready for that opportunity.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I was sharp, and you know, and he got away with it the majority of his career because he was actually. You think about it, he scored a lot of goals.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a lot of players like that. They're kind of lazy players. They don't do nothing in training. Eden Hazard was that kind of player as well.
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira was like that in training. But soon as game day come, it's like they just switch. They're a totally different animal. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just all right. Arteta saying, "Oh yeah, I mean, when Eddie, he runs a lot and blah blah this and blah." Gokovic runs a lot, but I want to see something, bro. You know what I mean?
I think that's the thing, though. But imagine Vieira, right, Norski, if Vieira didn't train well, but was terrible on a Saturday, right? His training not well comes up all the time. Oh, he's a bad trainer. Because he produces when it counts. Nobody cared. Nobody cared that he was, because they thought, okay, he's reserving a lot of that energy for the amount of work he puts. Because you never watch Vieira on a Sunday or a Saturday and thought, man, he's taking the day off.
Yeah. You're right there.
You never thought that.
Yeah. And the thing is, look, I know Arteta. We're one of the clubs that run a lot, and you probably see clocked up on the how many kilometers these guys run. It's all right running a lot, and a lot of hard that comes with football. Yeah. You don't have to do it to the detriment of the players. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because key players are going down, and that's the worry for me. Because it's all right. We're sitting top, and I mean, look, our last game October so far. This is what we've done. We've not conceded. Arsenal in our last games in October, 2-0 we beat Olympiacos. West Ham, who was a bogey team that we lost against last season, 2-0. Fulham went away to them, got that set piece goal, 1-0. Arsenal 4-0 against Atletico Madrid. First half, we was like, oh my God, everybody was figuring each other out. Soon as we got that set piece goal from Gabriel Mango's ball put in by Declan Rice, fantastic on the penny, game opened up. Bang, 4-0, and then at home to Crystal Palace, it was like watching paint dry. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But one moment, Eze has that moment, and it had to be Eze. He has that moment. He scores the goal. But I think what Arsenal do is they stifle the game. It's like once you score the goal, it's like I don't think we're going to be able to break this thing. And I don't think we're going to lose a lot of games. My worry is that we might end up drawing a lot more games, especially if we lose key players. Now Saliba's out, Martinelli's out. You know what I mean? Ben White. He's in and out, and at the moment, I don't even know if he's on the. I don't think he's even on the bench now. I'm sure he's out. And then we've still got the likes of Jesus to come back, Havertz to come back. Also, what's the other guy? What's the player we got from Chelsea? We bought from Chelsea. What's the player we bought from Chelsea and we didn't want him?
Oh, Madueke.
Yeah. They're all injured. So. He's got to manage the squad. He has to manage the squad better. In that game, the game just gone. What's his name Rice was carrying a knock in the first half. He carried on playing. Saliba had a knock. Saka wasn't well. You know what I mean? You're thinking, well, what's that one with Ethan? Bring Ethan on. Play Ethan. Start Ethan. You know what I mean? But he's just players that he trusts. But you can't just keep trusting your key players. You have to, for me personally speaking, you have to be able to rotate, and he needs to rotate because that could be the issue for us. That if we don't rotate properly, then do you know what I mean? It is.
I think your 2 points. Injuries, I think, is a big one. For me, my biggest fear would be I don't think it's sustainable to keep winning games on set pieces for the whole season.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
That's not sustainable. We need to score more open play goals.
Yeah. Just a minute. Big up to Shane for the raid. Forza Roma raid. Let me just quickly run through this chat. Big up to Shane thanks for the raid, man. Shane Raid from Qualia, sorry, pronounce that. James Arsenal FC Arteta Forza Roma raid. He was obviously watching the game. I don't know if Roma did win. That's who Shane is supporting at the moment. Welcome the Raiders. Gavin, big up to Joseph, Jasmine, Scott, Micah, Shane Raid. They're all coming in now. Subscribe to Shane, man. Big up to him. Go check out his big breakfast show or the full Irish breakfast show. You'll definitely get full on that, man. Jasmine, Scott, and Micah slot out. 2-1. Did Roma win then? Roma 2-1. Okay, well done. So Shane's going to be a very happy bunny. Big up to you. So he was doing a watch along for that. Salute Normski panel and chat. Shane Raid. Roma 2-1 from Kwaja Jali. Big up to Kwaja as well for coming in early in the chat. Big up to you.
What's this Roma stuff? Sorry, what
So Roma, you know, he's watching he's doing Serie A games, watching Serie A games.
Ah, okay.
Big up to Shane, man. Big up to you, man. Thanks for the raid. Big up to you always. And your team wins tonight. Your Italian team wins tonight. Big up. Suge, all the way from Australia. Let me if this would open up. Where's Suge? I just saw his name there. Where's Suge? There you go. Big up Norski, panel and chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. And let's get those likes up, people. Just get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. The game is going to be starting soon, and I'm running through this as quick as possible because I know you guys are ready to go and watch. We got a player up front, playing up front. Don't recognize him, but listen, let's hope he does the business. Brighton have made some changes as well. Listen, what are we going for, people? Put it in the chat. What is going to be the scoreline? Will it go to penalties? Will it be a tight 2-1 to Arsenal, or will Brighton knock us out? We cannot afford to throw away this cup. We cannot afford to throw away this cup. He's thrown it away enough times. We must get on and try and win it. 3-1 for me. That's what Khawaja's going for. And he's just saying big up to Gavin. Sujan's saying big up to Gavin. Salute Gavin. Waha is Man United. We know he's Man United saying 2-0 Brighton. I know Waha would say 2-0 Brighton. Just because you beat them 4-2 at the weekend, mate. You know what I mean? It's Khawaja saying salute. Arsenal on penalties.
I like Koha. I like
Arsenal penalties. James, Arsenal FC, Lee Arteta out 3-1 to the Arsenal. Fraud the cup. Wahaha. 10 goals in October. Yeah, look at that. This is what we're dealing with, guys, and we need to.
And how many of them 10 goals were set pieces?
Well, put it this way. We've only scored 5 from open play. So work it out. Most of those goals you see there are from set pieces. Do you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
but it's great. Listen, it's great now. It's not sustainable.
Yeah, stinky 1-0 win or a 5-0 thrashing. Let's hope it's a 5-0 thrashing for us against Brighton. They got they got Danny Welbeck sitting on the bench, so he's a danger man. He seems to be on a scoring streak at the moment. Penalties, no extra time. There's not going to be no extra time. Waha just saying big up to JP, fellow Man United fan. JP, whoever Man United got in the Carabao Cup.
Ha 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 ha.
who you got? Who you playing? Who you playing?
We don't like midweek games.
Crystal Palace. No, you ain't got Crystal Palace. That's Liverpool.
We're out, mate. Remember Grimsby?
Oh yeah. Grimsby, fishing city.
Didn't they get knocked out yesterday or something?
Yeah, but it don't matter, mate. You got knocked out first. That's the main thing.
They loved it, man.
JP, AFC always is asking. JP, who have you Man United got in the Carabao Cup? He just wants to know. Some people ask us a question. We have memories of Onana.
That's right, mate. What a disaster. You know what it is? Sorry, just to go back really quickly.
Yeah.
As Man United fans, we're getting really excited when we see a goalkeeper come and catch a cross or just catch a football or save the ball and doesn't parry it back into danger. Like these basic things is getting us excited because we haven't seen it for like 2 years or whatever long Ronaldo was there. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. But listen, it is what it is. But listen, the topic that we've been all waiting for. Okay, so let's do this, guys. People in the chat. People in the chat. Do you know what this is, games? Everybody, tell me what this game is. What is this game? What is this game, people in the chat? What is this game? If you played this game, let me know. Put it in the chat, guys. Put it in the chat. Have you ever played this game? What is the object of this game? Notice that there's 4 reds there. There's 4 reds there, yeah? There's 4 reds. What's happening? There's 4 in a row. Yeah, 4 reds, you win the game. 4 in a row, or should I say, you lose the game. Yeah? 4 in a row to win the game. That's right. Not to lose the game. Big up Biggs. 4. Connect 4. Big up to Biggs. AFC saying JPR player's name Almunia the vampire because he was scared of crosses. Yeah, that was our players' name, didn't it? Our players. Listen, guys, you might wonder why I have this. You might have to wonder why I have this game. Now, if you look at my Insta post, I was wondering what Liverpool players do in their spare time, and I've just figured it out. They actually play Connect 4. Now, Kofi, you need to enlighten me, right? So, what was the score? What was you went away to Brentford, a game that you should have won, which is no problem. So let's just check out what the score was. Oh, 3-2. Okay, right.
We know what the score was. What can I say?
Come on, keep that going,
really
mate.
say about my team right now? Because it just seems so disjointed. It doesn't seem fun to watch. It just everything, even Slot.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, by the way.
I'm absolutely enjoying it.
I love it.
I get it. Neutrals enjoying Liverpool just falling off the wheels, and not even. There's no passion. Like, I don't see any passion. We go into games, and the first half doesn't look good in games, and then all of a sudden we wake up. Oh, we're goal down. We got to get back into the game. And then the players start to play a little bit, but still they don't have enough to force the game and go for the winner. It just seems like that game by game. After we won 5 in a row by small margins late in games.
Yeah.
Now it's just
we talked about that, though, didn't we?
We talked about that, didn't we? We asked if it was sustainable.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Obviously not.
And the problem is that if you saw in midweek when we played Frankfurt, that was actually the perfect game for someone like Squirts, whatever you want to call him, because he understands this is his German league. Like, he has plenty of time and space just to move around, just to shift himself. But Premiership is different. Man, you got to be able you got to move that ball quickly. You got to find the player. You got to move it in a position that you can get yourself in that next position to be influential. And boy, I don't know what Slot's best team is, to be honest, right now, because Kirkes is how do I say?
He's not Kirking right now.
He's just like what's the description? A bulldozer, but he doesn't. He's like he doesn't know.
He doesn't think.
He doesn't think straight, and he's just not really
a bit too emotional, isn't he? He's
and then also
he's emotional.
You get Salah.
I know you was calling for Salah not to play in that game, yeah, and he didn't play in that game against Frankfurt, and you was happy about that. He brings him. Did he drop it? Did he drop him? He only dropped him for that game, didn't he? And then he brings him back into the Brentford game. Now I'm hearing stories as well, Swig. I'm hearing stories as well.
Salah scores. Finally, Salah scores against Brentford, but the whole of the game he wasn't even there.
I was going to say, yeah.
There's so many things that is wrong with Liverpool. It's like the passion to press is not even there. Slobodsai's been taken out of position. McAllister's not non-existent this season.
Van Disney, not Disney. He's very Disney-like.
Let's talk about that penalty that was given. And I looked at that and I was thinking, the guy's going away from goal.
Stop that, man. Stop it now. It's a penalty.
The guy is going away from goal.
It's the penalty. Come on now, Kofi.
Stick your leg out.
Kofi, he catches the guy on his foot on the line. It's a penalty by the. It's a penalty. It's outside. Listen, he gave the. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just come in here.
Yeah.
He gave the foul because he thought it was outside the box. Yeah. So he gave the foul. No, hold on a minute, Kofi. He gave the foul because he thought it was outside the box. Okay.
Right.
VAR said you might have made an error here. Go and check. And when they looked, when his foot was caught, it was on the line. And if your foot is on the line, it means it's in the box, and therefore
it's a penalty. When you say foot on the line, the foot should be planted on the line. His foot was lifted. His foot was lifted when Van Dijk kicked him. So where's his foot?
What's that? Yeah, but okay. So have you never seen guys in the penalty box? Yeah, and their foot is up in the air and they get caught. Is that what's the difference?
Yeah, but that's in the
There's no buts. There's no buts.
Yeah, but the line is the penalty box.
The line is the penalty box.
The line is the penalty box.
So that's it. So it's a penalty.
Man, you know what? Man, it was too soft. It was too soft. Forget that one.
But Kofi, I mean, listen, Calvin said here, Slot has changed too many players at one time. The other big clubs have sussed the weakness in both fullbacks. And I think both your fullbacks are the problem. I just said you can't even decide. You're playing Slobosly there now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then
Conor Bradley's just not doing the business there, and Frimpong is always injured.
I think Slot started to feel himself. The worst thing that could happen to you was he came in, won the title, and I think he got all that backing, and he started to think he was the man. And he's changed so much, and they don't know who you are.
Yeah, but then the problem is Slot has never been this highly rated manager. I mean, he came from the Dutch league, and nobody knew about him. But then all of a sudden, he wins the Premier League in his first. So now the real Slot is actually coming out. And
so is Slot the man? Is Slot? I mean, listen, my statement when I sent out the agenda, was the question is, what was it? 4 Premier losses in a row. Is Slot really it? Question is he really it, Kofi?
The thing is, he's got the squad is very good, but the squad is not playing very good right now. And tactically, he's just trying to find those tweaks which are not working. And if those tweaks are not working, then I think he just needs to go back to what was winning.
Yeah, it's tried and true method. Yeah, tried and true method. Does he go back to Robinson on the left? I mean, listen, you can't do nothing about the right side because Slobosly is a midfield player, but he does play him out there a bit. But Conor Bradley is not sort of really coming in and really made a mark since Trent's gone. Like Trent is not the best right back, we know that, but what he did give you and Robinson gave you in past times was the creativity from the wings. You're not even getting that. Plus, also your team, it's like you all push up. Yeah, you have like 6 players, and then you get cut through like on the counter.
There was another point that in defense, if you look at that third goal that Brentford scored, Konate just stopped.
Yeah,
and he was chasing the guy, and then all of a sudden he just stopped and let the guy just run past and score. So that passion just to defend is not there.
I mean, Kof, you're currently sitting 7th, yeah? 7th.
Yeah,
right? No, I'm just giving you the facts, man. It's just the facts. You've got Man United sitting above you. They started to rock with you, yeah? Right? You've got goals against 14. They've scored 14 goals against you.
It's damaging. It is damaging. Like
14 goals.
Seeing United,
you've conceded the same amount of goals as Man United.
Seeing Bournemouth where they are right now.
Sunderland.
And I mean, the next couple of games, we got Villa and then we got City. I mean, we could be like...
Okay, realistically, Kofi, from those games that you've just spoken about, we'll just quickly go over that before we come to the end of the show and do the shout-outs and that. Realistically, Kofi, right, those games that you've got, right, so if I go to Liverpool's season so far, so Liverpool sitting currently 7th season, and we see the games that you got now. So you've got Aston Villa at home.
Yeah.
Is that a win or a draw or a loss?
We could lose that game.
I'm just looking at your next 4 games.
We could lose that game.
Okay.
The way we're playing, we could lose that game.
JP, what do you think quickly?
Loss.
What, to Liverpool? Loss?
Liverpool loss.
Wow. Man City, Liverpool.
Liverpool loss.
Jeez. Right, this one... If you don't win this game, then boy, you should get sacked as well. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest.
We've got to win that.
That's a win. And then
Liverpool lost.
Well, I'll tell you now. If you lose against West Ham, then you definitely should be sacked. West Ham, Liverpool. Your next 2 games, you need to get something from that.
If Liverpool actually lose those games, I think Slot will get sacked.
I think he'll get sacked as well.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Because the managers the board will not allow that to go on, knowing that screaming Liverpool fans will be thinking, what the, excuse my French, is going on? You know? And yeah, I mean, I think Klopp might come back.
You really think so?
Yeah, I think he might come back.
What about this cushy job he's got now, that RB Leipzig, or the Red Bull Group it is actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some sort of director.
Yeah, he's got some involvement there, but I mean, there was some talks that FSG had a meeting with Klopp, and he came to the training ground. So behind the scenes, I don't know whether they're talking and saying, you know, look at this situation. Can you bring that fight back to Liverpool? Because Slot is clearly not giving it to the squad. And, you know, the longer this goes on, it's going to become a worry.
All right, last question to you before we do the Premier League Fantasy League and the What's Going On Prediction League table. Do you think Slot can turn this around, Kofi? And do you think that they will finish in the top 4?
I think he can turn it around, but I don't think it's in the next 5 games.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't turn it around, if he doesn't turn it around by Christmas, then boy, I don't know, man. Mid-table for us.
Wow. That's a massive drop. A massive drop of JP. Just quickly.
Can he turn it around? Yes. Will they finish in the top 4? No. I think he'll be sacked in the summer.
In the summer, okay. Yeah. Well, right now it's looking a little bit peak. It's looking a little bit peak. Tough times. But listen, we're just going to quickly bring, and Jan Boy just saying big up to Gavin. We're just going to quickly do the fantasy Premier League, fantasy What's Going On Premier League thing. I'm not too good at this, so Big D normally does as it's going. But as it stands currently, as you can see on the screens, if you can see it, the writing is quite small. Beto Wirtz, Del Grady is up there top, scored on Gateway on 57 points, which takes him to 557. You've got Guy Thomas, Frank Engine, the Engine. It's Richard Tuck on 71, scored a massive 71 points on 519 in second. Ez still up there on 48 points on 514. You Never Walk Alone, and that's Kofi. You know what I mean? You're doing better than your team right now. or you score a nice 52 points on 511. And then you go down. They did do Suburban FC went down on 37 points. Also, Gavin Godiva Warriors, Philip Edley dropped down to 47. Andy Davis stays at, on 501 points with 49 points scored. And if I go to, let's go to this one, which is, I'm just going to jump down quickly. As you can see, Julian Moore, Cunha win the league. He scored a 50 points, a game like 479 points. Malcolm X didn't score very well. She's dropped down to 17th. That's the Mrs. J. John, but she calls herself Malcolm X. She only scored 30 points on 450 points. And you've got Up the Sanders holding up the table, scored 46 points, but only on 413 points. So that's the actual table. Normally it's Big D that does that. Liverpool top 6 probably that's from Calvin. DJ Calvin Rob, yeah, he did. I believe him too. He's too connected to Liverpool. And lastly, just going to share the prediction league table.
Why are you sharing the table really quickly? Do you think that Slot's really coming back then?
There's talks. I don't. It's not clear, but there's talks behind the scenes. Nothing's been like verbally said like in the media, but there's talks behind the scenes.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Bro. That's crazy.
I've got my first point in ages. Good man.
Yeah, yeah, you did, JP. JP, you're still sitting on.
I'm going back to predicting my team now, though.
I know you are. And that's what happens. Yeah, you get your first point on the table. I tell you, bro, look at your form, man. It was terrible, but you get your first point on the table. Still sitting only on 2 points. There's been a change in leadership. Big D getting two weeks in a row now, predicting the right score, 2-0. He predicted for Bournemouth. And Kofi on 8 points. We both get 1 point. Ez didn't get no points. Chile. Why is Chile only on 3 points? I thought Chile should have 6 points. Because he got exactly my son. That should be 6 points. I'm sure Chile should be on 6 points. I have to get that corrected. I'm sure Chile had 3 points from last time.
Nah, man, Chile's on 3 points, mate.
No, I'm sure of it. No, man, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it,
mate. I'm coming to Chile.
Wait there. No, man, I'm sure of it. Hold on. Let's look at last week's one because he predicted the exact score. I can't remember which team he predicted, but he predicted the exact score. Was it last week? Game week 8. Yeah, Chile should be on. Yeah, Chile should be on 6 points. He should be on 6 points. So my son will have to correct that. So apologies, Chile. You should be on 6 points. As I say, JP on 2. So I'll get him to correct that. So if he does score a point next week or he scores 3 points, then he'll be on 9 points. So I don't know how he's messed that up, but it is what it is. But there's a new leaderboard. There's a new lead. Big D is on 9 points. Kofi on 8 points. Normski on 8 points. Ez on 6. Chile on 3, and JP on 2. Yeah, you should have given Chile another 3 points. You only left them on 3. You should be on 6 points. But it doesn't matter. Next week you'll put it up there if he gets it right. Yeah, some son just not doing. You can't get the staff these days. You know what I'm saying? But big up to everybody in the chat. Listen, the game is started. Not too sure how we started, but we're gonna go over to there. Thank you to everybody in the chat for staying with us. Thank you to big thanks to Shane. Gosh, I've just seen the battery on my thing say it's about to die. Let's do this. Hold on a minute. You have to just wait a second, 2 seconds. Yeah. So just quickly, it's 0-0 at the moment as it stands. Thanks for that, Kawaja. Big up to you. Thank you for Shane Guna Raid, Roma Raid. Thank you very much. Thanks to everybody in chat. Please smash the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. Say on the road to 1K. Thank you to Kofi Clock. Thank you to JP. Obviously, Ez couldn't make it tonight. Chile couldn't make it. And Big D, obviously, some stuff going on. So listen, just keep him in your prayers and keep the family that he's supporting in your prayers as well. Big up to everybody. Until the next time, see you next week as we see how our teams have done tonight. Unfortunately, Man United are not playing in there. So
don't worry about that, mate. Bigger things to worry about. Later
take care. God bless everybody.